Oh, we made it. It's time for beers and swims, I think.
Fresh?
Oh, it's lovely. It's cold, but it's lovely.
Alright. I'm just out for a paddle in Rias, which is where we got to yesterday after our 50-hour sail from Bilbao, which is a great little spot in the Spanish Rias, which are like the Spanish version of fjords, but it's a pretty beautiful little coastline. So you can see behind me, that's where I'm going to go for a paddle. The water's pretty clear, I can see all these fish underneath me, and there's Bacchus in the background. Where you go, Asher?
Well, I just went down to check the anchor, and I found a whole lot of scallops. We're anchored basically right on top of a pretty fantastic scallop bed. Let's look at these.
Amazing.
So we're having scallops for dinner, I think.
Hell yes we are.
Leave them there. Whew.
Woohoo! Good job!
It's a productive little swim.
Good anchor check.
Yeah, I reckon.
Asher, the best skipper in the world, went diving and got us some scollies. So we're just having some garlic butter scollies and some white wine. The sun's setting and life is good.
That was what you think.
Alrighty, here we go.
You good?
Good morning.
Good morning. It's early in the morning, and we're going to go and try and find some scallops. So this is Danny's first time freediving for Kaimoana.
Still got sleep in my eyes, that's how early it is. Yep, I've never actually freedived before. But I've snorkeled a bit, but I'm not sure how well I'm going to go getting down that deep. But Ash is going to give me a little lesson, and hopefully I can get us some lunch.
That's the plan. It's glassy calm out there, so it'll be nice. Look at that! You got a scallop.
Yeah.
Well done.
I did do my ears too well.
Oh yeah. You do have to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe I went it down a little bit too fast.
Well, it's good though. Well done.
Yeah.
Stick them in your bag.
Yeah.
Scully number one.
Oh, it was a pretty successful mission.
I think it was successful.
Yeah, we've got a good amount of scallops there.
Got a nice little pile of scallops. They're all a good size. They're just everywhere down there. So yeah. Danny had a little bit of trouble with her ears, which is always a problem with divers.
Yeah, it's got a bit of pressure, but sore down the bottom, so I need to work on that. Sure I'm equalising properly.
Yeah, but no, we're pretty happy with that little haul. I think we've got 14 scallops, so that's a good amount for 2 people. Great start to the day.
So Ash is going to take out P again for another sail. This time we don't have any crazy tides to deal with. Not a huge amount of wind yet today, but hopefully it will pick up a little bit in the afternoon and we might be able to get some record speeds. sail out before he goes. Hasta luego!
Adios. Just out for a little sail in Pīwakawaka in the little dinghy. And she trucks along quite nicely. In a breeze, we take the back seat out so there's a little bit more room. It's a very simple little rig, little lug sail. It's really good fun to sail, really easy. Hola!
How was that? I'm glad you did the rowers.
Yeah, I know, that was exciting. Enough motor gives way to sail when you're dealing with racing rowboats.
I definitely would have crashed into them.
Yeah.
You did very good.
Oh, she's great fun. What a cool little boat.
Isn't she?
Yeah, really easy to sail, easy to have fun in. Yeah.
Little pea, little kitty.
Off she goes. So Danny's out there having her first sail in Pīwakawaka behind me. And I feel a little bit like a nervous parent on the beach because I'm hoping that I've told her enough that she knows how to get back to the beach because it is upwind to come back to the beach. So I get a little bit nervous every time I see her tear off downwind out towards the middle of the Ria, but she seems to be doing all right. She seems to be able to come back in, which is good because I don't really want to have to swim after her. And he's fighting with Pete to come back to the beach. Doesn't want to come in. Hello. Well done.
I went back.
Nice one.
Woohoo! Oh, that is such a good, fun
Great little toy, huh?
little toy. Yep. Oh, thank you, Pete. That was a fun little afternoon activity.
But you had a exciting jibe out behind Bacchus there.
Yeah. I did a 360.
I thought we might see our first capsize when I watched it happen. I thought, oh, she's going to go over.
Yeah. Oh, that was us going that way, right? Yeah, it was super exciting. I don't know what I did there. Did I pick up too much speed maybe before I did it or something? I don't know.
I don't know, maybe didn't ease the main enough after it happened or something. I couldn't really see. I just saw a jibe and then suddenly you were going over on your ear a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Gave me a little bit of a fright, that one, actually.
Yeah. That looked like fun.
Yeah, it was. Heaps of fun. So that is definitely my new favourite toy on Bacchus, little Pīwakawaka. She is an absolute little treat to sail around. It's so much fun. I think I could spend quite a lot of time just going round and round these little bays in her. And I know from here, watching Asher out there now, it looks like he's going so slowly. But when you're in her, you feel like you're owning. Anyway, I just had an absolute ball out there. So that's well worth the, what was it? I think 16 days it took to build her. All made worthwhile in that little 20-minute sail I just had.
So we've just got some bread on the go here. So I'm just going to...
My very domesticated skipper also bakes the bread.
Yeah,
Not
so
just the first mate.
our friend Chris taught us how to make focaccia, and it's so easy and it's so good. So here's my dough. I'm just going to detach it from the bowl, and then I'm going to fold it a couple of times, and then we'll put it back in the sun to keep going for a bit longer.
Oh, look at that.
So a big olive oily lump of bread dough.
Yeah.
Chris will probably have something to say about my folding technique here, but
Sorry, Chris, I know we're not doing it right.
But the results taste pretty good. Oh, look at that.
Oh, hey, there it is.
Cool. That's all it needs. We can go back in the sun for a bit longer.
Nice.
Drinking fresh bread, fresh scallops.
Focaccia made by Asher. Fresh scallops.
Heaven.
Good old lunch.
It's a gorgeous day here in Spain. Blue skies and sunshine. And we're going to go and check out a couple of different anchorages here in the Rias for no other reason than we can, really. We're pretty happy with the spot that we're in. This is Aries, where we've been for the last few days, eating scallops and sailing dinghies and whatnot. But we're going to go for a sail round the corner. It's a very gentle breeze, and we'll just go look at a couple of other bays. And we'll probably end up anchoring somewhere closer to A Coruña town tonight. And then in a couple of days, we've got our friends Ben and Katie joining us for a bit. So looking forward to that.
Hello! Oh, they're beautiful.
The dolphins are back. How you doing? Hi, you just got to swim slowly with us today because we're not going very quickly. Oh, fantastic. Hi.
Yeah, they're playing with Penny. It's so cute. Look at them. Swimming really slowly with her.
Pīwakawaka's got a couple of dolphins.
What do you think about that, Pete? Oh my god, they're gorgeous. They're swimming so slowly.
Yeah, they know they have to. We're not going very fast. Hey, dolphs.
Oh, I've never seen them swimming that slowly before.
No.
They're like in slow motion. So we've just made it to another bay in the Rias. I forget what this one's called as usual, but we thought we were just going out for a little poodle today, and we're going to go check out a few of the different bays, and it was all going to be very slow and quiet. And it was to start with. We had very, very light winds. We attempted to sail off the anchor. We had some dolphins come, and it was all very nice and peaceful. And then all of a sudden we popped ourselves out of the rio we were in, and the wind really picked up, and we had to put a reef in, and we were dragging Pīwakawaka behind us, and she was just jumping all over the place, all over the waves, and we thought the painter was going to break. And then just as we were coming into where we wanted to anchor, a whole lot of fog turned up. So not only did we not really know where we were going, the wind was a little bit too much for what we wanted, but we couldn't really see. And we almost, very, very almost turned around and went back to Aries, because at least we know what we're dealing with there, even though we could see the fog heading that way as well. So we sort of waited 5 minutes and then made a decision to crack on, and now we've actually got a really nice spot in this anchorage. But what we thought was just going to be a quiet little day turned out to be a little bit of stress and a little bit of excitement. There's a lot more faff involved in going out for dinner when you're at anchor off a beach.
But there is supposed to be a very good tapas restaurant in this little town, so we've decided to brave the dinghy and head ashore. So we're going to row in, and we'll land on that little beach behind us there, and we'll find a spot to leave the dinghy, and we'll go and try and track down this restaurant for some good Galician tapas. It's quite exciting. So we're in A Coruña, which is on the northwest coast of Spain, and we're just waiting for our friends Ben and Katie, who are going to join us for a few days. And we've had a really nice time hanging out in the Rias here, which are these sort of fjord type things that they've got all along the coast. There's a real buzz in the marina here in A Coruña because there's lots of boats that we can see that are off across the Atlantic. They've all got their arc flags and various rally flags. They're mostly grey hairs. Sort of the retired brigade in their 60s.
No one really our age yet.
There's no one our age. They're all very big, expensive boats, but it's quite good fun to watch. There's a lot of buzz in the marina. Everybody's charging around, doing work, trying to find spare parts, getting themselves ready. So for a lot of people, they just leave the UK, they stop somewhere like this, and then they go from here straight to the Canaries, maybe via Madeira. So they're doing, some of them will be doing some quite big passages, whereas we're just hopping our way along quite slowly. But yeah, cute little town. There's the old citadel out there guarding the entrance.
Let's all go on the boat. Our visitors, Katie and Ben, are going to go dive and get us some scallops.
Hopefully.
What do you think about this dive, Ben? How are you feeling? Confident?
No, not really. I'm feeling pretty hungover actually.
And your first time in a wetsuit, Katie?
Yes.
Where does the zip go?
It goes on the back. It fits much better that way around.
It does,
It's easier to breathe.
How many scallops are you going to get for us?
7.
7 from you.
Use that one, or this one's
Strong.
This one's new. It might be better.
Okay.
You might want to have a go with that. That's the one that I use. That's an old shitty one.
Okay.
I suspect that one. So that one's not being used yet. So.
Oh, my head's too big.
You can adjust it.
And
So you're not allowed back on the boat until you've got enough scallops for everybody, okay? That's the rule.
Wonderful.
oh,
What's the temperature like down there? Are you going to do
Are you
your
going to do your
wetsuit
suit up? You've at least done yours
can
on the
use,
right way
can use that,
round.
Mia? Gosh, it's pretty fresh. Thank you.
Yes, he's got the line. He's got the fishing line round you. Oh God.
Might be a bit chilly.
Oh,
language.
oh.
You just got to do it. Just jump in, head under, all in.
All in? Oh no, hang on.
Yeah, all in.
I'm doing a graceful decline.
Don't do that. It's the most ridiculous way to get in the water.
I can still breathe. Oh, I'm stuck in the line.
Get any scallops for us, Ben?
I've got a couple.
Just a couple?
Yep.
Got a few more than a couple. Katie's having her first murder lesson. She's got a little scully there. And there's Ben's bucket of goods. 14. The scallops were delicious, but then came the wind, which meant we were hunkered down in A Coruña for the last couple of days with Katie and Ben. Thank goodness for ball games.
So it's been a big day today. We've been out on the bikes in A Coruña, just doing some jobs, trying to track down a few new tools that we need and some more cooking gas, things like that. But we've finished off the day with a trip out to the point, and we've come to visit the world's oldest lighthouse. So it's called Torre de Hercules, and it was built by the Romans, and it's been in continuous service as a lighthouse ever since, which is pretty cool.
Wild out here, so we're not going to go out there.
So
we're going to stay in there where we're anchored at the moment.
Where are we going next?
Well, we need to go that way, around that point, right in the distance, which means we have to go through all this crap and it's just too wild. We'll stay here. For how long, who knows. Woo.
Something we've really noticed as we've been travelling around this part of the world is the really strong Celtic connection that the northwest coast of France and the northwest coast of Spain have got. There's been Celtic music festivals that we've stumbled across. There's heaps of references to Scottish and Irish culture. They play bagpipes. So, and I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they were the people that settled Scotland and Ireland and the UK originally. Must have come from this part of the world, presumably, and so it makes sense that they've got a shared heritage, but it was something that I'd not really thought about, that there would be Spanish Celts and French Celts, but there certainly is, and that sort of fantastic Celtic music and that embrace of parties and good times certainly flourishing here as well as it is on the other side. Which is really cool. So it's been a really nice little surprise as we've travelled around.
Join us on our next episode as we leave Spain and head to Portugal.